Right, everybody, something new on the channel, a nice little side project which you will see regularly on the channel. So, as the thumbnail title suggests, I have bought my own football club. It is a football club from the MFL. Now, I did a little poll on my YouTube asking about MFL and if anyone had actually heard of it, and the answers were pretty strong in terms of the answer no. So today, I'm going to show you, because I have been talking about it a little bit on my Twitter and people might see me sharing things, so we're going to go through everything, what it's all about, what is the MFL, how does it play, how does it work, how much is it going to cost, etc. All right, let's get into it. Any questions you want, please put them down in the description. I really want you guys to have a feel of how it works. Hopefully you will follow me into the journey. The season 0.6 is starting very, very soon, so you'll be able to follow me on my journey, and hopefully it might encourage some of you to get involved. All right, there is loads of links down in the description. I've got links to the website itself. The website also has the white paper as well, which is super cool. It basically gives you the grand plan of the MFL, how it's going to develop over the years, how everything works in terms of players and managing and costs and sales and everything. It's a really good place to start in terms of figuring out how the game works. All right, I'm also going to leave links down to my Discord, the MFL Discord. The official MFL Discord, by the way, is super good. The official Discord, 6,000 people in there, loads of questions asked. There's a sales bot, there's all sorts of ideas, and the guys that actually run MFL are always in here asking questions, allow people to have ideas, giving you game development updates and stuff like that. So super cool, get involved. The link's in the description. So the MFL stands for the Metaverse Football League. Essentially, it's a Web3 football game, so played online, played on your desktop just like this. They don't have an app, but you can play it on your Chrome browser like I do on my mobile phone. Works super well. So in MFL, there's elements of 3 games, really. We're looking at Football Manager, that tactical side, that building a club, building a squad side. There's also FC24 or FIFA, pack openings, really exciting. We're going to do them a couple in the next episode, so make sure you watch that. And also Top 11, where the game is based over a number of days in the season. You play games every day. I think a season roughly lasts about 4 weeks to a month. So it's got that element as well. The first thing you need to do is if you want to be involved in the game, you've got to buy a club. All right? So you make an account, play now, and then you get this little dashboard here. So you're interested in playing the game. You want to buy potentially a club to get involved in the leagues. Now, a club costs $80, which is a lot of money. And when I saw that at first, I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. And then as you think, you play FIFA every year. Let's take FIFA more than Football Manager at the moment because of all the add-ons that you pay. So I bought myself the game. I bought Ralphie the game, the Ultimate Edition, which probably cost me, the same price. It was about 70 quid maybe, I think, for the Ultimate Edition. And then each month, my son Ralphie gets around £20 from me. When I get paid, I put £20 into his FIFA points, and he spends that. So over the course of the year, every year, I spend between about, £300 and £400 on FIFA points and FIFA games, and obviously now it's called FC, but at the end of the year, so when that gets to around September time, August time, all that money has gone. I've completely lost that, and then I'll have to buy him the game again, and I'll have to buy the players again. Now, the good thing about MFL is that once you buy a club, that's it. As long as MFL is running, that's your club. When you buy the players, you own the players on the blockchain. You buy the players to fill your squad out. NFTs, they're yours. You know, they may go up in value, they may go down in value, but essentially they're yours. And the way I'm seeing it is that I'm not going to spend hundreds and thousands of pounds on this game. It's going to be very much like a hobby and have some fun with it, very much like my lad does and other people do with things like FIFA, where they buy players, they build squads, they open packs. The pack openings, which I'm going to show you in tomorrow's video, is super cool. They've got a nice little graphics and stuff as the players come out of the packs. So, yeah. That's the way I'm seeing it. I hope it doesn't put you off too much. I said it did put me off to start with, but the more I looked into it, I thought, yeah, I'm going to get involved in this. So, first thing, if you want to get involved, you've got to buy a club. So, the club's at $80, and that gives you like a franchise. So, the franchise is in the Stone League. Now, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiers currently in the MFL. The Diamond League has some serious players in there. Their NFTs and that cost probably a lot of money. Whereas down in the Stone division, you'll have lots of newcomers, people like me that are really just wanting to have some fun in terms of maybe buying a few packs, buying a few players, but being in the bottom division, hopefully at a level that is, amateurish, beginnerish to say the least. So you buy a club. Now the club can be anywhere in the world. You are not allowed, unfortunately, to select where your club's from. This is given to you randomly by the game. So each country has a whole host of cities. Now, it's only a city base. It has no impact on the game whatsoever on how you play. So if you're given, unfortunately, Warrington, which by all accounts, I can't believe Warrington has beat York on it, by the way. If you get that, that has no impact on your club name, your club badge or anything. It's just the place in the metaverse where your team is from. So my club, and I'll be totally honest with you, my pack, because, I'm a YouTube sensation, the guys at MFL let me choose my place. So I'll be totally 100% honest with that. And I chose Naples as my city. Now, when you do choose your club and when you buy your pack to open up your club, you get this really cool graphic, which I'm going to show you right now, of how you find out where your club is from. That is the little graphic to get you into the game, and it does, it sucks you in, let's be honest, just like opening FIFA packs, it sucks you in. And then there's all the places across the world. I've now started in Naples, but I would like to have a club in Bilbao, and I would love to have a club in Argentina or Brazil at some point as well, as I really hopefully develop my MFL over the next few months and hopefully years. So once you've done that, now the club is blank. You've just got a license. It feels very much like MLS, where you're given a license to the league and then you've got to name it. You've got to give it an identity, so you can give it a name whatever you want, and you've got to give it a club badge. Now, here we go. My club said it was based in Naples, and I've called myself Deventio Calcio. All right, Deventio is the name of Malton, where I'm from in North Yorkshire in England. That is the original name of the town when it was first formed, God knows how many 100 years ago. Obviously, it has an Italian feel. Calcio, because we're Italy. Deventio Calcio. We've got the badge as well, so you can create a badge. Now, I've paid for Jamie, my guy, my FM guy, who does a lot of logos and graphics for me. I've got him to design a logo myself, so we've gone for a horse design, Horse Town, Malton, where I'm from. Also, there is a black horse on the kind of like the county of Naples. I can't remember I can't remember what it's called in Italian, but basically if you think of like the badge of like the county, the area of Naples, it's got a black horse on it. So we've changed that a little bit. Some of my other logos have the black horse on, so we've gone white on the back of the black. Italian logo as well, and I've also got some other bits that give it a little bit of a Ferrari feel as well, to give it that real Italian feel. So I've done that. Get your own uploads and call it whatever you want within reason. You can also they also have their own club logo maker, which is super cool, easy to use, and you can basically design a logo, or you can use stuff like Midjourney, which I know a lot of people have done. When you look at some other people's clubs, as you can see, a lot of these have like the sort of like the AI Midjourney kind of feel to it. Some are done on some are actually done on the logo design as well. So things like that, you can make it, you can import your own logos like I did. So there's 3 options there. So as I said, where you're based has no matter in the world where you are. It doesn't affect what league you're in. You'll buy that pack, $80. It gets you a club, an empty club in the league. So to enter the league, I can't even do it yet because I've only got 11 players in my club. So today I've got to spend a little bit of time, a little bit of money as well, to get some players to bit my squad. You need 18 players in your squad, so then you can register for the season. So there is 3 ways for you to get players in your club. Number 1, you go to what's called the marketplace. Now, this is where you can buy players from other users for dollars. All right, you straight dollar purchase. So this is a real life transfer market of these players. They are unique as well. It's not like FIFA where you can get 20 Harry Kanes all in a line. These are unique, one-of-a-kind players. No one else will have these players. So different players, different ratings. If you just click on a player, look, you get these really good player graphics as well, so you can see where they can potentially play, their age, their height, their attributes, their season stats as well, look, of how they're performing. If you wanted to buy a player based on how they're actually performing, they get an overall rank, who owns them, etc. So there's the first option. You know, some players, by the way, if we go on high, let's go on overall high, $2,100. Purple, I think, is legendary. But the flip side of that, and the end that I'm going to be at, so don't let that put you off, you can buy players for, if we go on price low, for $1. That's where I'm going to be basing on, the $1 pickups and maybe a couple more for maybe $2 or $3 as we go. So there's very 2 different ways of playing the game and how you want to develop your squad. If you wanted to do it for a little bit of fun and stuff like that, like I'm doing, maybe spending a little bit of money like you would towards like your FIFA points and stuff, then you can do that by all means. You don't have to chase the legendary players at the top. You might even pack. I've actually opened a pack the other day, and I actually opened a rare player. I think he was he's an uncommon. Oh no, he was a rare. Let me have a little look. Yeah, he was a 77 rare. He's a striker. Let's do minimum 77 because that's what he is. So the pack I opened cost me £6. Cost me £6. I got 2 players in it, and I unpacked a 77 player. And as you can see, the players are looking at, look, there's some going for 600, which it probably won't sell, but there's players on there that I potentially could sell on. So my player, I could probably get, $100 easy profit for him. So there's opportunities to kind of get money back in to either take out and cash and take home, or then rebuild your squad if you open packs. So that leads me into the second way of actually getting players in. So when you get your club, it's empty. If you use my referral link, by the way, down in the description, you will get a starter pack courtesy of the referral link that you've used. That gets you open a couple of packs, I think, and you get a couple of players with it. I get a little kickback in terms of MFL coins, which is in-game currency that you get for, winning competitions, etc. This is what's called the store. So you get your club packs to start off. Regular packs also drop as well. These dropped a week ago, 14th of May. Within 20 minutes, all of these packs had disappeared, including 5 packs costing $500. There's people out there spending $500 on this. I, myself, went out and bought a couple of packs to get me started, including this. So starter pack, I bought 3 of these. It has 2 players in each, and when you're new, you get to open 3. So you can buy 3 packs. That'll get you 6 players. So you can always buy them, and as you can see at the moment, they're running a little promo where you get a free player pack with that. And then these packs will all open at certain points. I think they'll open on the 21st of May. You can then open some packs. You can open some player things as well with coins and stuff like that. So you can use your in-game currency to do that. So there's a second way. The third way is a really interesting one. It's called scouting. And I kind of see it as the loan market. So as I said right at the start of the game, you don't actually have to own a club to be in the game. You could be what's called a football agent, where you buy a pool of players. So you could buy the players on the marketplace. You could buy players by opening packs in the store. But instead of creating a club yourself, you could give them and loan them someone else's club in the Metaverse Football League. So if we just go on. So for me, I'm in the Stone League. So we're going auto accept, which is a really easy way. That basically means that people have put certain criteria for how the agents want to accept a deal. Now I need to put, because I'm in the Stone division, I need to collect Stone division. And this basically is all the players that I can get right now to help my club. Now to loan a player, it's completely free. You don't have to pay any physical money. But they take the agent who owns it. So Jeremy 25, look, let's use this extreme version. 66 overall is very good for a Stone club. However, if I want him, he gets 20% of my revenue for the season. So let's say it'll be more than this, but let's just say for argument's sake, I get 100 MFL coins for my performance in the league at the end of the season. 100 points. Then, because of he's a loanee, the agent, which is Jeremy25, would get 20% of that. So 20 coins would go to Jeremy25. So I would lose that towards my team. So it's a really good way of filling out your squad a little bit, not spending any hard money. You know, you could potentially do this. If you've got a club, you could potentially just buy the club and just have loan players and just play. And then you're not getting anything in terms of revenue, but you're going to probably lose a lot of money in terms of MFL coins. But if you just want to play, there's players down here for 2%. So you're looking at, you could fill a squad for what? 36%. So you're still taking home 64% of any potential earnings, revenue that you make in terms of your league performance. So I've done all three. No, I've done two. I've bought players I've bought packs from the store. We're going to have a pack opening in the next episode, which is out tomorrow. So make sure you're watching that. And then we're also doing, I'm going to buy some players as well. And I've actually loaned some players. Okay. So that is how you buy players. So once you've got your 18, you can then join a league. As we've said, you start in a particular division. Now, if you're really wanting to go for it straight away, if you go on the marketplace, you can actually buy a club. You can buy club licenses or establish clubs. And look, if you want to go high, look, so we don't want bronze. We don't want stone and iron. Let's go bronze, which is like what, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th tier. You can buy clubs there. You can spend a little bit. You can buy a license, look. So then you can rename it. At the moment as well, they're also allowing you, so it's like, say I bought this Newcastle because I wanted my team to play Newcastle. You can buy it and then you can rebrand it anyway. You can change the name, you can change the badge. The only thing you can never change is actually the town, the city where it's from. So just something to be aware of. That is currently allowed in the game. At some point they may change that, but right now, as I'm talking to you, and I don't think there's any current plans to change those rules just yet. You can rebrand it, rechange the name, the club badge, the club colours to whatever you want. Okay? So, my clubs, I've actually got two. I'm going to talk about that one in a separate video because that's something that's really been cool. I've actually won a competition of a club and a whole host of players in that club, which is fantastic. But Deventio Calcio is my main club, as I said, based in my home town of Malton, where we got the name from, but the club is actually from Italy, Naples, in the Metaverse. When you're in your screen, you've got your squad. Tells you, look, we need a maximum of 25 in your squad, so you can have anything between 18 and 25 players. There is an element of rotation. There's also an element of fitness and stuff like that, so you need to be aware of that when you're into having a really nice balanced squad will work. Now, because the game is in alpha stage, season 0.6 is just about to start. There is no promotion and relegations yet. While everyone gets in the game and they create this sort of like metaverse of clubs and players, no promotions and relegations. So we're just literally just playing a league. You still get your points, your coins for winning the league and stuff, but you don't get promoted and relegated just yet. That is also the same for the players themselves. So this is Rudy Bauer, one of the nice little pickups I got in my pack. Click on his player ability on his player page. At the moment, he's 23 years old. Now, his age is frozen in time. Now, that will change when the game finally officially drops as the first official season. That will change and players will start aging a year at a time, season at a time, until they then finally retire. So there is that element of players improving. If you check out the white player paper that the link down in the description, the bit that has all the information on, they talk about player longevity, player training that's going to come into it, etc. But right now, all his attributes, as you can see, potential is question marked, longevity, question mark. Those are hidden attributes that we talk about a lot in FM, hidden attributes that you will never be able to see, but it will have a dependent on how well he can develop during his career. Okay? So I think what a lot of people are actually doing right now, and I'm going to do with my second club, is create that development club and buy loads of young players that potentially might be able to kick on and potentially, if you can develop a player, maybe sell him on. He's either going to improve your team or improve someone else's team, and then potentially you can make money out of that. So that is the scenario with the league at the moment. Now, the tactics is a little bit like FIFA at the moment. I think the standards of FIFA, it's obviously not on a par with FM. They obviously have plans to really develop this as the game goes on. Your captain gets a boost as well, look. So if whoever you select as captain gets a nice little attribute boost, I put my main man. This is my main man, by the way. Alexandra Moraes. I got him in a pack opening, 77, 78 pace, 88 shooting, really poor passing, but yeah, defense 14, not great. Physical, okay, 21-year-old Portuguese striker. He is my main man for the season. And then the tactics themselves. Now, you can't drag like FM, you can't drag, but you have a whole host of tactics here to kind of cover your base of what you want to do. I'm in between going with a 3-2-1, 3-4-2-1, or a 3-5-2. At the moment, we're going for the Inter Milan 3-5-2 at the moment. So, there is my squad. Team instructions is the tactical part of it, where you have, it's very much classic FM from a few years ago, where you have a couple of sliders and a couple of options. So you've got your attacking width, your directness. So my team's going to play quite direct. You can choose to be balanced or prioritize maybe down a certain flank, depending on maybe what player you've got or maybe what player your opponent's got during the game. If they've got a really poor player in a certain position, maybe at fullback, you could exploit that. Long shots, crossing, dribbling. You've got out of possession sliders as well. So team depth. So how high you're going to press. Compactness as well. We're going to be really compact, really narrow. Trigger press as well. So how often you're going to press, how often you, and then how aggressive you're going to be. And then clearances as well. Are you going to boot it into the channels? Are you going to play out of defense? All right. So it's obviously not on the level of FM yet. Definitely more on the levels of FC24 and definitely better than top 11. Okay, so that is the tactics. You've got your set pieces as well, and then you're ready to go. Now, the last thing I want to show you is the match engine itself. And for me, this is the bit that I hope gets the most work to it. So along here, you've got a whole host of games that are currently playing. Okay, so this is the home screen for the game. Now, for me, this is the bit that needs the most work. I think to try and get, I think the best part of the game at the moment is building a squad, opening packs, creating your club's identity. This bit at the moment, I think, needs a little bit of work. I'm hoping it over time, even if it's just top 11, I play for FM, which has been, the match engine's been quite poor for a number of years in terms of how it looks graphically. So even if they just improve on that basis, maybe the top 11 kind of vibe or the old FM kind of vibe, I'm more than happy with that. So if we just replay a game, this is what your match looks. So you'll play a game like in top 11 pretty much every day for the season, for the month. And the game looks like this. So it has like an ingoing commentary where you can do it. It does your player statistics down there as well. It tells you an overall of how good your team is and how well they're performing. A whole host of stats, expected goals, possession, shots blocked, saves, corners. Really good focus on how your team's performing. Obviously, in-game, then you'll be able to make substitutions, etc. If you're not around, like top 11, if you're not around to watch the game will be played itself. Okay, so if you're kicking off at 9 p.m, but you're busy at 9 p.m. tonight, you can't do it. There we go. We've had a goal scored by Halis Solomaz, 89 rated player. He will cost a few quid, I imagine. The game will play itself, so don't worry about that. You're not going to miss out. Obviously, you just need to make sure your players are set up, they're fit, and they're ready to go in the formation that you want. All right, guys, so that's it. That is a big video to get his introduction. Any questions, put them down in the comments. I've also done, in my personal Discord, I've actually done my own little play MFL bit here, so I'm hopefully going to get a few guys. If you are interested in joining my Discord, I'm a complete beginner. You're gonna follow my season, my trials and tribulations with Daventio Calcio on this channel. So hopefully over the season it may persuade you to get involved, maybe for season 0.7, which will start in the end of June, start of July. So plenty of time for you to figure out if this is for you. All right, thank you very much for watching. Said any questions, put them down in the comments. Tomorrow's video, I need to put, it's transfer deadline, not transfer deadline, it's squad registration day, and my squad is not full, so I need to get some players in. So we're going to buy some players, we're going to loan some players, and we're going to open some packs. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Smash a like on today's video. See you later.